What's up, guys? Welcome back to another CJ Outdoors YouTube video. I know. Thank you, guys. It's been almost a full year since I've last uploaded, which my last video was, this one was when I was putting up a tree stand for hunting season last year's hunting season. I didn't kill a deer. I had plenty of opportunities. I will show clips throughout this video, like this clip right here. See, I had deer in my lane and everything, but there wasn't a buck. You guys knew I was going for a buck. I didn't kill a single doe. I've had plenty of opportunities. Even in Anson County, I showed this clip. Even in Anson County, as you've seen, I had chances to kill a deer, but I didn't want to because I wanted to kill a buck. Because you guys know I haven't, Jesus Christ, there's a bee on me. Anyways, because you guys know I haven't killed a buck. But you might already know by the title of this video and the picture, I got a bow. I got a compound bow. I've shot it a little bit. I made some modifications to some of my arrows and everything. It's shooting pretty good, but I am having a little bit of trouble. My spacing's getting big. Here, I can come over here and look at the target. So far, shooting a bow, being new to shooting a bow, is actually, it's a lot more fun and a lot more, I'd say, challenging to shoot a bow than a rifle. Because you know, a rifle, all you gotta do is mess with the scope. The bow, you gotta look at every little detail and everything. But here's the target. As you can see, I've hit there, and when I first got the bow, boom, 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 and all that. Anyways, we're not gonna get to that. But I have gotten a bit better. My groupings have gotten a lot better right here and everything. So we're still gonna shoot it, and I'm also gonna show you guys the modifications and a closer look at my bow and everything. We're at my grandma's house today, but today's challenge, we're gonna see how far I can go to sighting this bow, and I'm gonna try my best to go to 50, at least 45 yards. But here's the bow. It's kind of small or whatever. It's a blackout. I can't remember what version of the blackout it is, but it's got this nice camo on it. It matches my camo that I have now, which is amazing. And then this thing right here is so I can put my phone on there and record and show you guys me shooting the deer or whatever I shoot with it. But here's the arrows. I did get Mozzie Oak arrows. Everybody's told me, get the same brand as your bow, get the same. I don't care. As long as the arrows go straight and I can make it to where they go wherever I want them to go, they're gonna work, you know what I'm saying, dude? But I'm gonna show you guys these arrows and the modifications I've done to the arrows that I'm talking about. The modifications I'm talking about. I did yesterday get some lighted nocks. If you guys don't know what lighted nocks are, there's a clip of a lighted nock. So I got two, I put them on two of them, and I got broadheads. Big broadheads. You can already see it right there. These things are freaking, it's a fixed broadhead. It's got 4 blades. It's gonna have a 1.5-inch cut on a deer. Look at that thing. It's got those 2 small ones and then those big ones. And then also on these arrows, here's my lighted nock. You press it, it lights up, and then turn it off. All you gotta do is pull it. But the reason why I want to shoot my bow with these arrows is because with my practice arrows, 100 grain broadhead, even though this is 100 grains, this is 100 grains too, so that's pretty good. The only slight difference to it is the way this flies with that on there and the way it shoots with an extended thing on it. Because the nock, it's longer, like that much longer. It's barely even, it's like a 1/4 inch longer. But I still need to see how good it shoots and everything like that before I actually take it into the woods and shoot a deer. Well, actually, it's a lot longer after. It's actually a lot longer. That's like 1.5 inches or 2 inches or whatever, a little bit longer. But we're gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot 2 of these, and then I'm gonna shoot 1 of these. I'm gonna shoot this one and 2 practice arrows and 1 broadhead arrow. So we're gonna get to that. All right, guys, I'm gonna have you guys set up on this microwave right here so you guys can see me shooting the target. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me, but you'll be able to see the arrows hitting the target, and then we'll talk about the grouping and how far I'm going. I'm I'm going at least 15 yards first so I can get a good grouping, and I'm gonna walk my way back. I do have a rangefinder, so I will be able to know actually how far I am. So I'm gonna set you guys up, and then I'm gonna get to shooting. All right, I'm gonna go back 20 yards. I'm gonna shoot the 2 practice arrows first, and then I'm gonna shoot the broadhead arrow. See how they all group up together. All right, I am gonna say when I shot the broadhead arrow, it freaking smacked my arm. Don't worry about that. That's from me welding at my job. It freaking smacked my arm. So it did kind of mess up a little bit. Here, let me show you. It messed up kind of that bad. There's the practice arrows, and then there's the broadhead arrow. So I'm gonna leave the practice arrows in there, and I'm gonna reshoot the broadhead arrow. All right, guys, I did have some technical difficulties getting that arrow out because I didn't realize that there was cloth inside this target. I didn't realize until end, but I finally got the arrow out after freaking playing doctor on this freaking thing. But there's the entry hole. It really tore my freaking target up a lot. So I'm gonna have to go get a freaking foam target to shoot the broadheads with. But I'm just not done today. I'm not done. What I'm gonna do is put a field tip on that arrow with the lighted knock, so I can still get adjust for the oh crap. So I can still get adjust for that extra little bit of length that is on the arrow from the lighted knock and everything. So I do plan on going hunting with this bow. Obviously, I'm going this archery season hunting for the first time with the compound bow. I've never hunted with a compound bow before. I've hunted with the bow, but not a compound bow. I've hunted with a crossbow. I know I've freaking upgraded or whatever you guys want to say. Y'all say crossbows are gay? I mean, I kind of like crossbows, but I love compound bows. So I'm gonna go back, change this tip to a practice tip and everything like that. And I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about things that have changed a lot out here at Grandma's property. All right, so walking up on it now after I shot it, that is not bad at all. Look at that grouping. I know it looks wide over here, but I don't care. Look at that. They're literally right there within each other. We're within like an inch, or not even an inch. I don't know why I said an inch. Within 3 inches of each other. That is amazing. So it's not really that big of a deal. We're gonna go further back to 30 yards, and no, we're gonna go back 10. We're gonna go to 25 yards, and then see on how they do. All right, I'm gonna go back to 25 yards. I'm gonna leave you guys here so you guys can see me shoot the target, and I'll see you guys after I shoot all 3 of these arrows. All right, this one did kind of get away from me. This one right here did kind of get away from me, but that wasn't the lighted knock. The lighted knock's right there, and with the other one, as you can tell, it's still not bad, but it's not ideal or anything. And I was aiming at that middle one, but I'm gonna shoot it again and see what's going on. All right, guys. After actually figuring out what the problem was, it was me. My breathing was not under control. I kept jerking the arrow or jerking the bow every time I let off and everything. And I wasn't doing anything the same at all. I kept changing up. But look at that right there. 25 yards right there. We're going to take it on back to 30 yards. We're going to back it up 5 yards, and then hopefully we can end today on 45. All right, guys. You guys are on my bow. We are 30 yards away exactly. There's the target way down there. Let's go ahead and send an arrow for 30 yards. All right, let's go check it out. All right, as you guys can see, there's the arrow I told you that went a little bit left. And there's the first and second arrow. Here's the first arrow, last arrow, and then the second arrow. So whatever I did after shooting this one, it worked. Because look how close them two are. I'm gonna take this arrow out and we're gonna shoot it again, see if we can get it there or not. All right, I'm back at 30 yards and my arrow's loaded up. There's the target. See how this thing goes. All right, it sounded pretty good. Looked pretty good in the air. We're just gonna have to go down there and look at it. All right, that arrow, it did get a little bit closer. It's this one right here. I left these two in there, and then here's that. And then look at that grouping. That's a pretty dang good grouping. That's like a 3-inch spread right from this arrow to that arrow right there, which is still pretty good and everything. So I think I'm comfortable at 30 yards, and I hold middle pin at 30 yards, and between those two I use like 28 or whatever. My top pin's 25 to 28. I haven't really figured out my bottom pin, but hopefully we can do that today. So walking back, we're gonna go back to, let's go back to 35 yards. Go back 5 more yards and see how these arrows do and where I need to be aiming with my sights in it. So this is 30. I'm gonna get to you guys when we go 35. All right, I'm at 35. I'm really 35.7, but I don't really care about that point. It's still in the 35 range. So let's see how this goes. Well, guys, that looks completely terrible. I need to aim a little bit higher with that, and I have no idea what causes that at all. It didn't hit the wood at all, so that's pretty good. It didn't bounce up or anything. There's a little beetle. But that's a dead deer, though. That's a dead deer skull like that. Like those other ones, that's a dead deer. Anyways, this is not really a dead deer in real life. That's kind of a dead deer. That's not. That's a deer that just got spooked or whatever. This, I'm going to go back again to 35 yards, and we're going to reshoot that. That was absolutely dog. I'm back at 35 yards. It's really 35.5, but who cares? Still in 35 range like earlier. But I was thinking that it might be shooting differently further back, because I did shoot this to like 45 or 40. I can't remember how far I did, and it was still shooting pretty good. But I think it's probably because of my phone adding extra weight forward. But I gotta get over that if I'm gonna record you guys some videos me shooting my bow at a deer, hopefully. Alright, I jerked that one. And it did not sound good. I think it hit that table that's in front. Yeah, I definitely hit the table. Hope I didn't mess up the arrow, but let's go look. All right, yeah, I definitely hit the table. I mean, these are still pretty good. That's a dead deer, but it's not as close as I wanted to. I wanted this thing to be at least in between these two. At least in between them. But it came down here and went through this leaf. It did hit it hit whatever that piece is right there. It hit that, bounced off, and then went right into the bottom of the target. Oh, Lord. Let me get these two out. We are going to do that again. Ouch. Check my arrow. It looks pretty good. There's no cracks and it's still straight. So that's good and everything. We're going to go back. We're going to do this again. And I'm not going to stop until I either get a good grouping or, well, I get a good grouping. And then we'll go further back. So I'll catch you guys back at 35 yards. I'm back at 35 yards. Let's go ahead and send these arrows back down range again. There goes 3. All right. I will say on that last one, I did aim a little bit higher than what I was before, and that looks a lot pretty good. That was my allotted knock. So I'm gonna come down here and see what's going on with this. Okay, all right. So they're actually parallel. They're lined up with each other and everything, but why the freak are they so apart? We're getting closer and closer, but not enough. But that was actually a lot better than what I thought. I thought I thought the two without the light of knock came down low, whatever, but they didn't. So we're gonna come back up to 30 yards. All right, we're back at 30 yards. Let's see if I can't get a good grouping on these at least. And now look at them. All right, I'm gonna go behind the scenes a little bit and work on this, see what's going on. So I'm back and okay. So I will say this. I did figure out my arrow spotting and everything. I know it's a different day and everything. I got some stuff to tell you guys. So I know it was like a lie or whatever. I got all the bow, I got the arrows and stuff sighted in and stuff like that. But I got different broadheads too and stuff. That's gonna be a whole new video. It's probably gonna be a short or whatever. But I have some stuff to tell you guys about everything that happened in the past 4 or 5 months. So basically where I was hunting, where Kendall, my best friend, shot his deer, and the video of him shooting his deer or whatever, that was my neighbor's property. My grandma doesn't have anything but like two acres. But she has like 26 acres behind my grandma's house where their woods connect and everything. So that's where we were hunting. That's where I've been hunting since I was first started hunting with my grandfather. But she sold her property. And the guy back there cleared so much stuff out, I don't think it's any good. He took down the box and everything, which I can't do anything about it because it's not my property. And my grandmother even tried talking to him about me hunting on it and everything like that. But he said no, only because he has rescue animals like horses, mules, donkeys, ducks, pigs, sheep, and goats or whatever and stuff like that, which is perfectly understandable. But he was kind of being rude to everybody that lives on the dirt road, which everybody that lives on the dirt road is completely best friends and everything. You can go over there, just walk into their house and grab a bottle of water and walk out and stuff like that. But so all that changed and everything. So I've been looking all over my local areas where I can go hunting and everything at, which leads me to here. I have found another 24 acres, 24 point something acres on the onX Hunt Map. This is not a promotion. I'm not sponsored by them. I probably won't get a sponsor for like a few years or whatever. But anyways, so I used the app, looked at a whole bunch of property, see how much property they had and stuff like that. I even found public game land. But anyways, just to get more on this, I have done so much work on here already in the past, this whole weekend. Like me and my buddy Kendall, there's a hunting stand right there. We made a whole new lane. There's a stand right there, and there's a feeder right here in this open area where the guy cut and everything like that. Which I know this guy, him and my other best friend Trey worked together. I worked with him and Trey to do like well work or whatever. But I done put corn inside of there. I do have to change the battery in the automatic feeder, but I did put a camera out over there. I cleared some spots over there and around the stand so we can see and everything like that. But I'm gonna take you guys up here to the stand and see what I'm talking about, the lane. But in the meantime, so all that happened and everything, I even lost permission on the neighbor's land, the other neighbor's land, because he's a complete a-hole or whatever. Me and him really got into a heated argument because I put corn out and he thought I was on his property, which he got proven wrong and everything like that. But anyways, I'm so out of breath. But Don, his name is Don, he gave me permission and stuff like here. He already has his hunting box. He already has a stand. He already has the feeder and stuff. I told him I will provide the corn and everything like that. There was a whole bunch of wasps up here, but I sprayed them with some spray. But it looks pretty good. This is the spot. It's gonna get cleaned out and stuff like that. See, like you can see all the wasp nest up here. There's another one over here too. Should probably get him out. There's none in here. There's no wasp in here in them. Like I told you guys, I already killed them and everything like that. It's got 4 windows there, there, and there. This one right here, you can watch that trail. Watch for the trail where I walk in, and then over there is that tree that's kind of leaning right there. That tree's gonna be gone by next weekend or whatever. But here's the lane. Here's the lane. It goes all the way down there. Which me and my buddy Kendall might cut this tree down and the tree behind it just to widen it a little bit more and everything. But in the meantime, that's where it's going to be. I already put corn out down there and everything. But this is going to be all swept out and everything. I'm going to go ahead and get all these wasp nests out. All right, but anyways, that's like the update of all this. And everything like that. I'm going to start making more videos and everything about hunting and stuff. And I am going to take my girlfriend hunting for her very first time so she can actually understand the feeling about hunting and everything like that. Further into rifle season where we can hunt in the box together or whatever and stuff. But yeah, that's the update on this whole thing and everything like that. That's the update on everything that's going on, everything that happened the past couple months. But there's more videos to come about this land and other places too. I want to show you guys and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you like and subscribe and comment more video ideas, and I'll come and do them and everything.